What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Your Journey Yoga. Today we have a Oracle yoga and meditation practice, but today we're actually going to be pulling a card from my Light Seers Tarot deck. So, without further ado, let's see what energy wants to come through. And then we will have a themed yoga practice and meditation to follow based on whatever card or cards want to come through. Ooh. We've got the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is all about mental clarity, inspiration, new ideas. It can also indicate communication, starting a new, perhaps even like writing project. But ultimately, the essence of this card is clarity, mental clarity. So, we're going to anchor into this theme through some asana and some meditation. I'll see you in the practice. All right, for today's practice, we are going to begin standing at the top of the mat. So go ahead and make your way up there, bringing the feet about hips distance apart. And right away, really finding all four corners of both of your feet. So you might shift your weight around just a little bit here to feel the foundation of your feet. And when you feel like you've found all four corners, just play around with lifting your toes. And notice if that changes it at all. And then lower the toes down one at a time and just feel really grounded through your feet here. Drawing the tailbone towards the earth as you lift up through your spine. And on an inhale, we'll reach the arms up to the sky, open up through the heart. And as you exhale, slowly fold forward, bending softly through your knees. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to fold. Anchor into those feet. Slowly roll back up. Arms reach up to the sky. Open your heart. And exhale, hands through heart center. Bend your knees. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. One more time, root through the feet, one vertebrae at a time, rolling up as you reach to the sky. And nice and focused here as you fold forward, slicing down the middle. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, this time we're going to step that right foot back, lower the right knee down to the earth. Press into your front foot. Engage your belly a little bit here as you rise up, modified crescent. Deep inhale in. As you exhale, bring those hands down to your front knee. Couple breaths here in this hip flexor stretch. And then connect your left forearm with that left thigh. Reach the right arm up and over, bending to the side. Inhale in here. As you exhale, bring that right hand to the right thigh or the calf. Reach the left arm up and overhead, opening up through your heart. Big breath here. And we're going to rise back up to our modified crescent. Both arms reach high. And then hands come together as we start to revolve over to the left. Hooking the elbow. Press that right elbow into the thigh to open your heart. Crown of the head draws towards the front. Inhale in. Exhale out. From here, we're going to tuck those back toes. Lift the back knee. Lengthening out through that right heel here. And then bring the fingertips down to frame your front foot. Step the back foot back up to the top, finding your half lift. Forward fold. Root to rise all the way to the top. Arms reach up high. Exhale, forward fold. Slice it down the middle. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step that left foot back. Lower the knee down to the earth. Find a nice long spine. Press into your front foot and slowly rise up to that modified crescent. Inhale in here. Exhale, hands come down to that front knee. Couple of breaths here. Finding a focal point out in front of you to help you with your balance. Good. Then connect that right forearm with that right thigh. Reach the left arm up and over. Lengthening through the side of your body. Inhale in here. As you exhale, bring that left hand to the left thigh or the calf. Reach the right arm up and overhead. Full round of breath here. And then both arms reach up high. Hands come together and start to revolve over to the right, hooking that left elbow, pressing it into the thigh to open your heart. Crown of the head draws towards the front of the room. So we've got lots of twists in this practice to help bring that sense of clarity, wringing out any stuck energy that's keeping us foggy. From here, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, lengthening out through that back heel. Nice and strong. And then bring those fingertips down to the earth. Step the back foot up to the top, find your half lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, or the Hastasana, arms reach up high. This time, hands to heart, Samasthiti. Take a moment to re-ground into your feet here. And bring a little extra attention into your right foot. We're going to peel that left knee up to the sky. Now pause here. Find a visual focal point and connect with your internal center line. Maybe you draw that standing hip up into that center line a little more. Connect with your low belly. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. Take a deep inhale in. As you exhale, we're going to start to kick that left foot back like you're closing a door. Coming into our warrior three. Now move very, very slowly as you start to rise back up. Maintain that focus, that clarity. We're going to do 2 more. Just move at your own pace. Notice if your toes are working really hard in that right foot. See if you can zone back in into all 4 corners of your foot. It's okay if you wobble. I'm wobbling. Now from your third kick back, very gently step that left foot back. Reach your arms up high, crescent lunge. Deep inhale in. Exhale, open up to your warrior two. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, high warrior, straighten your front leg. Turn those right toes to face in and fold forward, wide-legged fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Inhale, lift halfway. And then find a low lunge to the back of the mat. Step your back foot to meet the front, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, Urdhva Hastasana. Arms reach up high. Hands to heart, Samasthiti. Different view here from the back of the mat. Hang on to that clarity, that groundedness, As you anchor into your left foot and peel the right knee up. Pause. Find a focal point visually. Connect with your center line, both physically and energetically here. Actively pressing your palms together. Find some activation in that right foot as well. We're going to do those 3 warrior 3 kicks here. So hang on to that focus, that clarity. Move at your own pace. Notice if your toes are working really hard in that standing foot. Anchor into the foundation of all 4 corners. And after your 3rd kick back, gently step that right foot down, crescent lunge. Take an inhale here. Open up to your warrior 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Warrior 2. High warrior, straighten your front leg. Turn those left toes in and slice it down the middle, forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Lift halfway. And from here, toe heel your feet in, a little wider than hips distance. Toes turn out and sink into your malasana. So again, we're pressing into the foundation of the feet, drawing up energy from the earth as you press the earth away from you. Lift out of your knees a little bit here. Nice strong legs. Long spine. Deep inhale. As you exhale, bring the hands behind you, lower into a seat. Bringing the soles of the feet together, knees wide. Sit up nice and tall in your spine. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, begin to fold forward. A little release for the hips, for that low back. And then slowly begin to rise back up in the spine. Coming into Sukhasana with the legs crossed. Anchor down into your sit bones, and on an inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, twist over to the left. Sit up nice and tall. Maybe you twist a little deeper. Inhale through center, arms high. And twist over to the right. Sit up tall. And twist a little deeper. Inhale through center, arms high. Exhale, bring the hands down to the knees. Inhale, scoop the chest forward. Exhale, round the spine. Moving in this circular motion here. Switch directions. And then come back into center, head over heart, heart over pelvis. And we're going to move into the meditation portion of this practice. So if you would like to sit up on a bolster, on a blanket, on a pillow, you absolutely can. If you would like to do this practice lying down, you can also do that. So give yourself a moment to find any props that you'd like to have with you, and we'll begin. So as you come into your meditation shape, you can allow your eyes to soften or close. And take a breath in through your nose, nice and deep. Soft exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. And out through the mouth. Beginning to relax the space between your eyebrows. Letting the jaw soften. Allowing your shoulders to relax. Connecting with the groundedness of your hips, of your legs. Letting yourself soften into this moment. Really allowing yourself to land. And just notice the way that the body feels. Any heat, any prana moving through the body from our asana. How does that energy feel as it moves through your body? How does it feel as it begins to cool and settle? Observing the flow of your breathing. Maybe even observing the beating of your heart. And as you relax into this moment, just give yourself a couple of breaths here to reflect on practice. How did the mind feel as you moved through asana? If at any point you felt wobbly or distracted, how did that affect your connection with clarity? At any point, did you feel unclear? And what brought you back to clarity? There's no right or wrong here, just a little space to reflect. Now I want you to bring your awareness to settle into the coolness of your inhales. Noticing the coolness of your breath as you breathe in through your nose. What is that sensation like? Feeling it inside of your nostrils. Connecting with the coolness of your breath. Now begin to direct the coolness of your inhale to the space between your eyebrows. Breathing, cooling the space between your eyebrows. And imagine the coolness of your breath clearing away anything that feels clogged up, anything that feels foggy or stagnant here. Any physical tension, any energetic or emotional tension. Let your breath clear the way, this third eye space. Take a couple more breaths into this third eye space. And then direct the coolness of your breath to the top of your head, your crown. Notice if that invites you to breathe a little differently. By directing the coolness of your inhale to the crown. Clearing away anything that feels stuck or stagnant here. And then begin to direct the coolness of your breath to the back of your head. Begin noticing if that changes the way that you have to breathe. Clearing anything that needs to be cleared away at the back of the head. Now we're going to combine all three areas of the mind. So inhale to the back of the head and let it go. Inhale to the crown and let it go. Inhale to the third eye. Let it go. Inhale to the crown. Let it go. To the back of the head. And let it go. Back to the crown. And let it go. One more time to the third eye. And let it go. If you feel like you need to return to any part of the brain here with your breath, feel free to continue clearing. We're just going to rest for a few moments here. Now that we have cleared some space physically, mentally, energetically, we're just gonna invite any inspiration, any ideas, anything from the imaginal realm that wants to come through. And if nothing comes through for you right now, in this moment, in this practice, that's okay. Just simply set the intention to be open, to hold on to at least a pocket of clarity, to allow for inspiration, ideas, imagination to stream in. This is not a forced process. This is a process of allowing. We do the clearing, the focusing, and then we allow, and we soften, and we trust. You can stay here for as long as you'd like. If you are ready to close practice with me, you can very slowly begin to move a little bit in the hands and feet. And start to bring the hands together at your heart. In order for inspiration and ideas, new connections to come through, we often have to create space for those things. Do a little clearing physically, mentally, energetically. And then we do the act of softening and allowing. Sometimes inspiration and clarity take time, and that's okay. So whatever the rest of this practice looks like for you as you leave your mat, I hope it's inspiring. I hope it's clear. I hope it is everything it needs to be for you. Thank you for choosing to join me. Thank you for showing up. I'll see you in the next practice. Namaste.